Hi, my name is Camila Abai, and I completed my individual media presentation on the topic of education, more specifically, that traditional education in the United States serves its purpose. So first, I'm going to define traditional education as it is used in my presentation, then I will clarify its purpose, and then I will present how the United States public school system either satisfies each purpose or has programs and policies in place that have proven to show progress towards achieving that purpose. So first, what is traditional education? Traditional education is defined as teacher-centered delivery of instruction to classes of students, which are receivers of information, and generally stress basic educational practices and expect mastery of academic learning in the core subjects such as math, reading, writing, social studies, and science. So the first question I had to ask myself is, what is the purpose of the United States public school system? So as defined by the Center for Educational Policy, there are three main purposes of the United States public school system: to provide access to free education, guarantee equal opportunities, and to unify a diverse population. So first, to provide access to free education. In the US, there are 325,700,000 people. We have the third largest population in the world. Of those, 54 million are students who are enrolled in primary or secondary education, and 50,700,000 are enrolled in public school systems. This excludes students who are in private schools and pay for their own education. So this means that 93.9% of students are enrolled in public school system and 100% have access to free education in the US. So this means that the United States public school system satisfies purpose one. The second purpose is to guarantee equal opportunities. So our educational system is not ideal, and guaranteeing educational equity is a formidable challenge. So knowing this, the Obama administration had a large focus on educational equity. In order to do this, they had foundational formula grant programs that were developed and were funded by things like Title I grants, which were given to local educational agencies in order to ensure that high school students graduated prepared for college and careers. It was also supplemented with things like the Every Student Succeeds Act, which provided resources so that students and schools had what they needed to succeed. There were also programs by the former president's initiatives, which were Ladders of Opportunity and Promise Zone, which helped for students who were in communities with low incomes, and also families with disabled students or were of low income. There were grants such as the Pell Grant, which helped families to afford college. And so because of these efforts, there has been a drastic increase in the number of high school graduates, and the percentage of the population who has graduated from high school is at its highest, which is 83%. As well as the lowest dropout rate on record. So this shows that although we do not guarantee 100% educational equity, the United States does have plans and policies that have shown positive effects on the number of graduates and good effects on the dropout rate, so that we show that the United States public school system satisfies the purpose of educational equity. Purpose three is to unify a diverse population. So most of the programs that help to develop educational equity also assist with prioritizing socioeconomic diversity. And so the Education Department has created a lot of programs that focus on fostering socioeconomic diversity in schools, and they have also published priorities on discretionary grant programs that support socioeconomic diversity strategies. In addition to this, they also have programs where they solicit feedback on supporting socioeconomic diversity so that they can turn around low-performing schools. And such programs are like the School Improvement Grant Program. So the United States Board of Education has a priority on unifying in diversity, and they develop programs and work to eliminate discrimination based on race, religion, or national origin, and create safe learning environments. They also ensure that students have access to educational resources without regard to race, color, or national origin. In this, the United States cannot guarantee that there's 100% unification in diversity, but there is plans and policies in place that do show progress towards the achievement of that goal. This is shown through the rate of enrollment, and these are the different, the improvement in diversity shown as the percentage of students that attend schools that have more than half a minority. So how is this relevant to the stimulus materials? My project was inspired by the Historian article, which separated a participant in an event and a person looking back and analyzing that event. And so me as a student being affected by changes in public education and programs that are made in public education, I did a technical analysis of the events that occurred through facts and statistics based on our education system. And so today I have shown that the United States public school system has provided access to free education, is working to guarantee equal opportunities, and is working to unify diverse population through programs and policies and grants such as these, and they are limited through money and time, but the United States public school system has shown that it satisfies its purpose. These are my credits, and this is the credit for the PowerPoint.
All right.
Thank you.
Let me ask you a couple of questions. All right, so how did your research question evolve as you moved through your research process? Did it go in any different direction than you originally planned?
Yes, because I had a difficult time with this project because I kept coming up with kind of like malformed ideas and then switching halfway through. And so originally I wanted to do something with Looking Glass because I thought that would be like something that's unusual. I wanted to do fiction and I had a hard time with that. And so mostly it wasn't so much that like, for example, like when I started working with education, I kind of kept going, but it took me a long time to get to this topic. So I bounced from like fiction to arts to perspective to politics, and I landed on education.
Okay. So what advice would you give to other researchers who consider this topic?
As in education or the project?
This topic.
Okay. To other researchers, I would say try to find more surveys on students because like my topic was trying to like show students as well as analysis from outside perspective. I had to take them out because of like time limits, but I think if someone else were to do this project, I think a more emphasis on testimony and like polls and surveys.
Okay, thank you.